Hey guys, so since you have seen most of the videos on the post-processing by now, I thought I would show you guys something that I implemented to mimic the behavior that you see in things like Call of Duty or Medal of Honor, mostly in most of the first shooters, and that's triggering bullet time automatically. So maybe when you perform an action such as breaching a door, you would slowly enter the room and you would see a bullet time effect. Yeah. So for that I have made a new script called v trigger bullet time action, and this is pretty much inheriting from the trigger generic action script. And we have a couple of settings that we are going to force when you are going into bullet time using the triggers. So you can have a smaller amount of duration, or maybe if your player cannot do any bullet time manually, maybe that's not what you want in your game. You don't want a player who's able to get into bullet time, but in case you still want the effect to be there in the game, you can do it through the trigger bullet time action script. Yeah, so you can specify a specific effect duration, a reload duration, and a specific state if you want to go into a bullet time. So this indicates the v third person camera's camera state, and if this is a shooter, you will always go into aiming when you're going into bullet time. So you can if you want, you can tell me more features that you want to add into this. And I have made a small change to the post-processing behaviors as well. So whenever you want to get into something different when it comes to post-processing, you can fade into whatever state that you're going to, whatever post-processing profile that you're going to need. So it's going to be customized. So it doesn't have to be the default one. The default one will always be set in the bullet time processing mono behavior in the third person controller. Yeah, so that's the default volume. So in case you want to force something, you can do it through this. So you might wonder why I have set up a direct post-processing profile here, but not the same for the when it comes to the trigger. So the reason I have not specified the post-processing volume as a parameter is to make sure that I can get this shipped into the Unity asset store, because they're not very they're not exactly great with shipping other assets along, so that includes post-processing. So in order to get that done, I have already made it like that. But in case you want that change, just let me know and I will provide you with the right scripts to do that. Yeah. Alright, so in the spirit of Halloween, I have made a small example for you. So when my character walks in through this door, he will see a very different bullet time with a bit of creepiness added to it. Alright, let me just demonstrate to you without taking much of your time. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is to enter the regular bullet time effect and show it to you guys. So this is my regular bullet effect time. You can hear a heartbeat in the background and the colors go all different. Yeah, it's black and white. Alright, so let's see what happens when I walk through the door. So when I walk through the door, it's not going to be through an input, it's going to be through a trigger basically. Yeah, so the trigger is placed beyond this door, so let me just walk in. Alright, I hope that wasn't too creepy though. So you can see that it was a very different post-processing profile, and you can see that the add-on has a lot of customizing to it. So in case you guys want more things implemented, just let me know and we'll see what we can do. I hope to release this add-on within a couple of days. I already have done a lot of the documentation. So I added these features about forcing certain things onto bullet time today, so I need to add that to the documentation as well. So once I'm done, I guess we can hopefully go for a release, but I will stay a day or two until I get any sort of suggestions from you on how to make this maybe more appealing or maybe more feature rich. Alright then, thank you all. Have a great Halloween.